So a warm welcome, dear HR colleagues. I was thinking, can I say to myself that I'm really an HR person? I have like only 5 years of experience in HR because most of the life I spent in the sales, so those sales. And I would say I'm both. I'm sales and HR, and connecting sales and HR, it's quite significant for our group. But our owner would say Irena is number 12 in our group. Today, I want to present you our capability program in Orbico Group, but first of all, I want to start with the presentation of Orbico Group by short movie. Can you do it? A movie?
We have a clear goal: to be a responsible and motivated partner to top global brands. We are the Orbico Group. We believe that to do a job properly requires focus and dedication, and we choose to focus on distribution. Our journey has begun in 1987, when Branko Roglic founded the Orbico company.
Almost 30 years ago, I have chosen my way, and I still enjoy the journey.
After the initial success, we realized we possessed the knowledge and skills, but also courage and ambition to try out in other markets. Today, we operate in 19 countries throughout Europe and continue to grow. As a distributor, we represent a large number of quality global brands from diverse categories, ranging from non-food and beauty through electro, food, tobacco, toys, and motor oil. We are very proud of our long-term relationship with our strategic partners. We supply the most important players on the market and cooperate with worldwide retailer chains, as well as independent local retailers, drugstores, and pharmacies. We became Europe's leading distributor by sustaining long-term win-win relationships with our partners and a stimulating environment for our employees. Our cluster-based business model provides our partners with one point of contact and fewer logistic points, which saves money and time and provides brands with greater reach. We offer integrated business solution that includes distribution, marketing, and brand management services throughout the region. Over 4,900 employees are specifically educated for the accountable and proactive approach. Our 2016 sales plan of 1.8 billion euros requires a well-structured organization and a strong logistic support. The largest part of our business includes distribution and logistic management of over 200 global and local brands and direct coverage of over 155,000 shops. That is why Orbico manages over 157,000 square meters of warehouse space and over 2,100 vehicles, most of which are on the road every day. The road is in the very essence of our company. The road is a word we understand and respect. Our employees travel great distances so that end consumers can find their favorite products in the shop on the corner. This is our way.
So you have heard Orbico is one of the biggest, or even the biggest European distributor company, private owned, and the owner is really a people-oriented person. And that's why also for him was really important to connect sales and HR, because otherwise in Orbico is everything about the sales and the marketing. We established the HR function on the group level only 5 years ago. Before, each company was responsible for their own HR activities, their own capabilities development. But then we said, okay, we need to organize something on the group level. We were very proud, enthusiastic, but actually when we organized the first training, we failed, and thank God that we failed, because then we started to do the things on a different way. We organized at that time the first training. We thought we know what sales people will need, but actually at the end, half of the people were really happy getting something new capabilities, but for half of the people it was just repeating the everyday job. And so we said, okay, what is our objective? Our objective is really to build class distributor capabilities. Why we want to do this? Because we want to get the competitive advantage of Orbico Group, not just to keep the present suppliers satisfied, but also one of our important goals is to get also new partners in our business. And we developed this sales skills empowerment project. This was not just, or it is not just capability program, it is also empowerment program, engagement program, connecting program, and we are really happy to do it. And this is why, of the reason why I wanted to present this project today is because of the 3 steps. Usually we just provide the trainings, but then it's more about the people, how much of knowledge they really use in the daily work. But we didn't want to do this. So we implement maybe 3 important steps out of 9. This is really competencies assessment to see what we really need, what kind of capabilities we really miss in the group. Then we implement coaching and mentoring after the training. And we are still in the step 6, where still some trainings are going on. And when we will finish first part of the trainings, we will do also competencies assessment after the all trainings. But if we are going to each step, we heard already today that communication of such a project is really important. And of course, we did it on the group meetings, on the local meetings. We heard that the top management is important, that top management is a part of the process. And we defined general managers as a sponsor of the project. HR managers organized all the activities. And we decided that first content will be from the key account management. That doesn't mean that we train just key account managers, because many of the skills are needed for all the salespersons. And we decided, okay, first set of the trainings will be done in 1.5 years. As I said, this part was really important to get information where we are, because Orbico was acquiring in last 5-6 years more than 10 companies. Even in this year, we are finishing already the 3rd acquisition. Just more than 1,500 employees will join us in this year. So where we are, what kind of knowledge we have, what we did, we defined all needed skills for the key account manager, working with the key accounts. We describe all these skills. We develop these skills on the 4 different levels, from the basic one to the mastery one, because maybe basic communication skill is needed for sales rep, but for the sales manager should be already on the mastery level. It was quite a big job. We make the online platform out of this. And we also asked the group category leaders to define the goals, which level of the skill is needed for each job position. Then we ask all the employees to make the self-assessment. Then one up manager do the assessment of each employee. Then they sit together and agree about the final scores. On this way, we got the gaps between needed skills and existing skills. And with this, we get the base, what we need to train. So then, of course, we prepare the training calendar. We select group trainers based on the really capabilities from the past, but also some training experience from the past. This was not just the salespeople. For example, financial acumen skills, there are also people from finance. Then we select 52 local trainers, and based on the assessment, we found out that more than 1,000 sales employees should be trained. And with the acquisition from this year, we added additional 500 ones. First step was really train the trainer program for all the trainers. Then group trainers prepare the content. They prepared it based on the personal knowledge, experiences in the company, but also the biggest suppliers were helping us to design the whole content. Then they transferred this content to the local trainers. But the task of the local trainer was also to adapt this training to the local needs. Why? We are working in so different countries. For example, Germany, like just key account market, or Bulgaria, which is still more traditional trade market. And of course, the content is different in this kind of different countries. Also general managers were really helping to the local trainers to change the content based on the goals in the company. Then each employee and one up manager sat together and agree about the goals of the training. Then, of course, we are doing the trainings. We do the assessment of the content. We are doing assessment of the trainers. After the training, then once again, the manager and the employee sat together, and they defined what are the development plan areas to develop. And we did this with, we are still doing this with the coaching on mentoring. And on this way, we are also implementing the coaching culture in our organization. So from each skills, each employee should choose, or with the help of manager, choose one topic to implement in daily work. Whole project has also KPIs. This is one easy one, normal one, everything according to the time plan. This is also quite usual trainer's assessment, but this was really a challenge for us. So we need to grow the turnover together with the sales. So also HR has a KPI. So we measure the turnover in the biggest key accounts in each company. And we are really happy because all indexes are above 100, some even with double digit. Of course, we are aware that not everything is a result of these HR activities, but we strongly believe that we participate to this. We are also following the individual development plans, and we will do, as I said, competency assessment after the training, that we really see how successful we are with this program. So what are the next steps? All this training will be part of onboarding program. We will choose the best trainers to be really educational group ambassadors. We will send them to the worldwide trainings to even more develop our skills and trainings. And we will use this platform also for other type of trainings like leadership skills and also digital skills, what is really needed in these days. And we plan to implement also e-training platform. I would just summarize what is needed that this kind of projects can be really successful. HR really needs to understand the sales strategy of the group, needs to understand the services and the products which are providing, the different market conditions, and of course how different roles are playing together. So this is from my side. I hope that you heard something interesting for you, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Irena Novinec.